All right, so we're taking a division problem and we're going to think about converting the remainder into decimal form. So what you're going to do is you're going to have a problem. Let's say we have, I don't know, we've got 393 and we want to divide it by 5. Okay, so we are going to go through the process, right? So we'll say first we must divide. 5 goes into 3 0 times, but it goes into 39. Well, I can say 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35 is as close as I can get. So 7. When we multiply, that is 35. When we subtract, we have 4 left over. Then we bring it down. And now we have 43. It does fit, so we repeat our steps. So again, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. It does fit this time, so it fits 8 times, which is 40. And we end up having 3 left over. So what we know is we could just put an R3, right? It's okay. It is clear, it's relatively specific, it's accurate, but we can get more specific. And one way we know that we can get more specific is by calling it 3 out of your denominator, essentially, or your divisor, fifths. Okay. Another way to get even more specific is by creating this or turning this into a decimal, turning your remainder into a decimal. So when we have this remainder here and we go through our process, there's nothing else to bring down, right? But we've checked it and 5 doesn't fit into 3, right? We can't pull any 5s out of 3. If I count by 5s, I will never hit 3. 3 is smaller. But what I can do is I can extend my house, if you will. I can make my roof longer and I can add this. So if you think about it, 393 is the same value as 393.0, right? There are no tenths. We're just creating another digit, essentially. So what we want to make sure to do is this is legal to do, but we need to remember to bring our decimal up to the quotient spot, up to our rooftop of our house. Once we've done that, we can say, oh, well, magically another digit has appeared. So now I can do this step of bringing it down. So now, I can bring down my 0, and now I can check. Well, does 5 fit into 30? Yeah, it does. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, it fits 6 times. And it happens to fit perfectly. So though there are no other remainders. 0. So we're done, right? 393 divided by 5 gets you 78.6 or and 6/10. If we did end up with a remainder, even after we drop down that first 0, sometimes, right, you'll have a series of numbers here behind your decimal, creating a non-repeating decimal, we call it, meaning it'll go forever and it won't necessarily have a pattern. So what that means or what that implies is there will be times where you can add even another 0, right, and drop it down to create another opportunity to get a more specific sort of quotient, if you will. You can do that as many times as you need to. Oftentimes, for our purposes, going 3 place value spots up here, going up to this is the tenths, hundredths, thousandths, will be as specific as we really need to get.